YouTube, what is going on? Back my latest video. Today I just wanted to go over the upcoming Emerald City Comic Con for 2020. Wanted to give you my thoughts about them, what pops I thought were cool, give you a rundown of the pops that are releasing and where they're going to be releasing, and also which pops I think are things you should pick up and things I think you should leave on the shelf based on my opinion. So let's get right into that. Let me share my thoughts, and here we go. Alright guys, so before we get into this video, please smash that like button down below. Let me know you guys are enjoying these videos, and as always, if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button down below as well so you're updated to my most recent content, and hit the bell notification so you're alerted as soon as I post a new video. So like I said, I just want to go into a little bit more detail about Emerald City Comic Con for 2020. As you guys saw, Funko is still going to be releasing the Funko Pops for this year's convention despite the global epidemic that we're dealing with right now. So I just wanted to kind of go and give you my thoughts about the pops that are dropping, and also get your opinions down in the comment section which you guys think about this Funko convention as well. So as you guys can see right there, here are all the Funko Pops for this year's convention, as well as the stores that will be sharing them at their specific retail locations. So all these pops, based on what I can tell from Funko's post on their Twitter on Monday for their virtual convention, all these pops will also be shared on the Funko Shop website on Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. Pacific. Now, the people that were originally going to attend Emerald City Comic Con will have first dibs at the convention exclusives and any other pops they were looking to add to their collection, which in my opinion I do think is pretty fair. If you did purchase a ticket to go to Emerald City Comic Con and unfortunately it was canceled and postponed, I do feel like those people should have first dibs at getting their pop. Since they weren't able to go to the convention, at least you're able to get the pops you're looking to stand in line for, and this may make it even more accessible to you guys as well. So it may actually end up being a benefit to get the pops, or as a nice consolation prize and not have to wait in line to get them. Now, my opinion on this is that Funko will release them to the people going to the convention first. They're then going to have it on the website for everyone else to get it. It's for the general public. But I also, in my opinion, think Funko will hold back some inventory just so that when they do have the convention in the summer, they still are going to convention with some exclusives on hand. Now that's just my prediction, don't quote me on that, but I do think that's something that makes sense for Funko to do, and I can see them doing something like that. So I definitely would suggest, if you are going to try to get any of these exclusives online, I would suggest to be fast. I know guys are probably gonna have the bots out there to try to collect these pops and flip them online. So definitely be vigilant on what you would like to get. I definitely have all your information saved so you're able to get on the website if that is the route you're going to take to get these exclusives. And I definitely would make sure that you know what you're going to want, because I think they're going to go pretty fast. Now, like I said, all these pops are going to release on the Funko Shop on 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Funko Shop. But I think many of the retailers are actually going to have it the previous day on Thursday night. So definitely stay tuned for each of those retailers' Twitter feeds, Instagram feeds, and also other Funko news websites so that you guys are kept up to date when these retailers will actually drop those Funko Pops. Now, I did see that the Barnes & Noble and I believe Target as well are going to be releasing them on March 12th, which is going to be a day earlier than everybody else. There will be probably more updates soon to come after I post this video, but definitely stay tuned so you guys are up to date with all the information. Now, in my opinion, I do think this Emerald City Comic Con is better than last year. Here's a picture of last year's convention exclusives. A lot of these were kind of fails, to be honest with you. There wasn't really many that I wanted to get to add to my collection. That Piranga from Hot Topic was one I had to have, but outside of that, there wasn't really too much that I needed. The hyenas were cool as well, but the rest of them to me were kind of misses. A lot of these exclusives are actually still on shelves. You can get a lot of these still in the store. The only exceptions are obviously the con exclusive, the Sour Patch Kid and that Freddy from the convention were only two that have actually gone up pretty significantly in value, but the rest of them are pretty much at the level of retail or below, honestly. So I do believe that this convention this year, 2020, has a lot more to be had as far as really cool things they dropped, and also I think there's some potential grails that may be in the future from this convention. So let's get right into that real fast. Alright guys, so this next part is just my opinion. I'm going to give you guys 5 pops that I think will sit on the shelves for a very long time, and I think 5 pops that will sell out pretty quickly, so definitely keep your eyes out for them. So starting with the 5 pops I think are going to sit on the shelves. I don't think they're going to be valuable at all. I think they'll still be on the shelves next time I make a video for 2021's Emerald City Comic Con. The first one is from Amazon, the Vegeta eating noodles. The reason why I don't think that one's going to sell out, I am a Dragon Ball Z fan and I don't want that one at all. So that one I don't think is really cool at all. They have the Goku eating noodles already, and that one's in and out of stock all the time on Amazon. Amazon is pretty well known for restocking a whole lot of their exclusives. This won't be one I think if you're looking to get, it'll be hard to get at all. I know a lot of people want to complete the set of Goku and Vegeta, but I think that one will be readily available. I don't think you have to go out your way to get that one first. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. I think that one is going to be the one that sits around for the longest. So up next, I do believe that the Pokemon Flocked Pops will sit around as well. The Bulbasaur from Amazon and also the Walmart Flocked Charmander. I think that people are kind of at the point where they have the Pokemon Pops they want. The Flocked Pikachu and Squirtle set from GameStop was a really good deal. I think it was 40 bucks for 2 pops, plus you get some other cool things in there as well, and that thing is sitting as well. So I don't believe the Flocked Pikachu or the Flocked Charmander and Bulbasaur will sell out. Eventually they may, but initially I think they'll be there and they'll sit around for a while, so I definitely would use your resources a little bit more wisely if you're trying to get them online or at stores, because I don't think those ones will sell out instantly. Walmart is always constantly restocking their exclusives as well, so I do believe that Charmander will be available as well as the Bulbasaur, since it's also an Amazon exclusive. So the next pop I don't think is going to sell out initially is going to be the Gambit from Walgreens. Now Walgreens pops don't normally sell out initially anyways, but this Gambit is pretty redundant. The Entertainment Earth Gambit does glow in the dark and looks really, really cool. This Gambit is a little lackluster to me, and I think people aren't going to necessarily want to get the Emerald City or the Emerald City Comic Con one and the Entertainment Earth one. With the Entertainment One Earth coming out before this one, I do believe this one's going to sit for a while. Still pretty cool pop. Gambit is one of my favorite X-Men of all time, but just because it's nothing too interesting, whether it be metallic or another different variation of Gambit, this one I do believe is going to sit for a while, so I don't think you have to spend too much resources and time trying to get this one, because I don't believe it's going to sell out. Alright, so the next one I don't think is going to sell out is actually a little bit of a surprising one, because I do actually like this pop a lot, and I probably will be getting it as well. It's the Mushu riding the panda. Now, the only reason I don't think this one's going to sell out is because the Purunga from last year, the 6-inch pop, did not really sell out initially. It took a long time. You still could get them in stores for a very long time, and this pop I think is actually below retail as well. This pop is a really, really cool one. I do like that they did make this pop. Again, I could be wrong. I think Hot Cash is still going on right now, so maybe people are able to use their Hot Cash and grab that pop for a cheaper price. But that Mushu, a lot of the 6-inch pops tend to sit around longer than the 4-inch pops. So this one I don't think is going to be incredibly hard to get, but it will be one that I get because I do think that's a pretty cool one. Alright guys, so the final pop I don't think it's going to ever sell out is the Flocked Washington Husky from the Funko shop. Now, unless they make a very limited amount of this pop, I don't think that pop's going to have a whole lot of value at all. I think there is already a Washington Husky out there. Washington's okay football program and basketball program, but I don't think they have a huge following to the point that that pop's going to sell out at all, especially if there is already one out there. I don't think people are really looking for the flocked one. Again, if there was a limited number on this one, maybe it would, but Funko does have a Seattle and Washington bias. I do like that because I do want to get that Sean Kemp Funko Pop, but this Washington Huskies one I don't think is going to be one that people are really feeling. I did do a poll on my Instagram at one point, and not a single person voted for this one as one that they were looking to get from the convention. So that pop I don't think is going to ever sell out. It's a cool one if you're into the Huskies, but that one I don't think is one that you have to spend too much time and energy to get. Alright guys, so here's my prediction for what's going to be the grails from this convention. Now keep in mind, none of these pops may ever go above retail, but I think they're going to be the ones that are the most sought after. Like I showed you guys, the 2019 ones, the only ones that are above like retail are like the Sour Patch Kid and the Freddy Funko. I don't think there's any more, to be honest. If you know anything, drop down, but I think those are the only two that are actually pretty high in value. But these 5 I do think are really cool, and they're going to sell out pretty quickly. I'm going to start this off with an honorable mention actually, because I'm not too sure about this one, but I think the Gelatinous Cube from GameStop, the Dungeons & Dragon pop, a looks really cool. It's a different size than a regular 4-inch pop. There's a whole lot of Dungeons and Dragons fans out there. If they do make a limited amount of these, I do think they could probably sell out pretty fast. But that one is one that's I'm kind of on the fence about, just because I'm not a Dungeons and Dragons fan, nor will I be picking it up. But I know a lot of people are really looking forward to that one, and it actually looks pretty cool. Alright guys, so here is the top 5. The Slime Pit He-Man from GameStop. This is probably the one I want the most out of all the convention exclusives. This one's extremely dope, and Masters Universe does have a huge following. This pop I can see flying off shelves. If they did not make a whole lot of these, I do think these ones will sell out pretty fast and definitely increase in value over time. This is a really cool looking one. It's definitely one I want to get to complete my Masters Universe set, along with the new releases that are coming out pretty soon. This one's just really dope. It being a convention exclusive and a store exclusive is going to make it even more sought after. Hopefully the Funko shop does release these as well on their website, which I believe they will, and maybe this will allow people to get to a convention exclusive sticker as well, which would be pretty dope. So that's definitely one if you're looking to get. I would try your best to get that one as quickly as possible, because I do think that one's going to have a pretty high demand. Alright guys, so up next, this is also a pop I'm looking to get, and probably my second favorite pop from this convention, and it is Milhouse from Simpsons. So this one's a boxed lunch exclusive. This is the only exclusive boxed lunch got for this time around for this convention, which is pretty surprising, since they do normally get a couple pops to feature as their exclusives for convention. But this Milhouse is the first Milhouse that they have made, and I do think that there's going to be a high demand for this one, especially if you're going to the store to get this one in person. It's going to sell out pretty fast because there's only one pop to be had at that store, and it is a pretty cool one and the first one they've done for this character. And Simpsons is a very popular property, and I do think people are going to look to add that to their collection. So hopefully I can get this one in my collection as well. Hopefully I can get it online by the Funko shop or on Boxed Lunch. But this pop I think is extremely dope and one to keep your eyes out on if you're looking to get it. Alright guys, so these next two pops I'm going to mention are things I'm kind of going on a limb for, just because I think they may have potential to go up in value over time. I think they're going to have definitely going to have a demand when they drop. So I definitely would suggest to get these if you are looking to add them to your collection. The first one is Tonks from Harry Potter. Now Tonks is a very popular character in Harry Potter. She's very important as well, and there's a huge following for Harry Potter. I do follow the stock market pretty frequently. I did read Funko's shareholder meetings, and Harry Potter is the #1 property, #1 seller for Funko. So I do believe there's a whole lot of demand out there for Funko's Harry Potter pops, and Tonks is going to be no different. The Fleur de Licour from Barnes & Noble is going to have some people trying to get it as well, but they already made a Fleur de Licour. There is no other Tonks so far, so I think a lot of people that are trying to complete their Harry Potter set are going to look to get this one. Hot Topic normally doesn't have too many of their exclusives available, so I think Tonks is going to sell out and definitely increase over time. That's just my bold prediction. I could be completely off, and that one's still sitting there when we roll around next year. But if you're looking to get that pop to complete your collection, I definitely strongly suggest to get that one before it sells out. And the next pop I think is going to be a little bit of a sleeper as well is Gazoo. Now Gazoo from the Flintstones is a Funko Shop exclusive. The only reason I think that he's going to sell out quickly and also maybe go up over time is because there's no other of him out there yet. I think they may have made a Wacky Wobbler or some other Funko product for him before, but there is no other Gazoo Funko Pop. Now the Flintstones do have a huge following. All the other Flintstone Pops that Funko's ever released, I think they're all through the Funko shop, have sold out instantly. So I don't think Gazoo's going to be any different. He was a popular character, although a lot of people hated him. He's pretty iconic, and I think people are going to want to add him to the collection. So I definitely would suggest if you're looking to get things through the Funko shop, that's one I would try to get first, because I do think it's going to sell out pretty quickly, and I definitely think it may go up over time, so maybe better to get it now rather than later. Alright guys, so I lied. I think there's actually 3 more pops that I think will sell out and eventually go over time. I did forget about this one, but it is the Dr. Doom from Target. This one is one that people are really looking forward to get. I'm not a huge Marvel fan, but this one looks pretty cool. And a lot of people are looking forward to getting this Dr. Doom. I did do a survey on my Instagram, and this one ranked pretty high as far as the most sought after grails for this Emerald City Comic Con. I think it ranked like 2nd, to be quite honest with you guys. So this is definitely one if you guys are looking to get. There's obviously a demand out there for it. One I definitely would scoop up pretty quickly, and definitely one I think I can go up over time. Not too much because there already is a whole lot of Dr. Dooms out there, but definitely go over above retail over time, and they'll definitely sell out pretty quickly from the date of release. So definitely keep your eyes out for that one if you're looking to get it. Alright guys, so the two pops I think are going to be the most valuable over time from this convention are going to be the metallic 10-inch Indiana Jones and the glow-in-the-dark Loch Ness Monster. The only reason why I think that is because obviously they're limited numbers. So limited and hype always seems to sell. It doesn't matter if these pops are your favorite or not. They're probably going to be the hardest pops to get from this convention. You're going to be able to have a chance at getting these unless the initial purchases sell these out, which I don't believe they will. But the Indiana Jones and this Loch Ness Monster, I do see going up over time, just due to the limited quantities, and they're both sought after characters. Loch Ness Monster, the original one, sold out, and the Indiana Jones pop from all the other conventions has sold out and become a grail for many people. So no reason to try to be controversial and fight it. Those two pops are going to be the most expensive over time. There won't be pops I'm trying to get just because they're not really what I collect in my collection. I did get the Loch Ness Monster in a mystery box before, and that's good enough for me. I don't need one to glow in the dark. I just think it looks too cute, and that's not really what I envisioned Loch Ness Monster to be. So I do think there's a lot of pops from this convention that are pretty cool. I didn't even mention the cell from Hot Topic, which is one I will eventually get. I don't think it's going to be incredibly hard to get or go over time just because there's so many other cells out there, but that one's really dope, and there's so many other dope pops as well. Drop down in the comment section below what your favorite one was from this convention. Again, these are just my opinions. I could be dead wrong. They all could sit on shelves for forever, or you know, the pops I said would sit in the shelves could be the grail. So just my thoughts, but let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below, and let me know what you're getting from Emerald City Comic Con or hoping to get. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Until next time, see you later.